My name's Kent. I'm with Tasis Bikes. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make cycling and bike touring better for everybody. So yeah, a bit about me. Some of you may know me through my blog tasisbikes.com or my product Fat Wrap. I've been selling Fat Wrap for a year now. It's the fattest bar tape on the market, designed to solve numb fingers and sore hands, and it's been an awesome year. We're doing better every month. This is a record month for us, and but still, it's a small local product, and yeah, really proud of it. Something I'm happy to and confident to stand behind. So yeah, keep up to date with more things to come on that front. I'm a little new to the bike touring community online. I've been on Reddit since 2015, 2016. Warmshowers, the same. But I've been a bike commuter my whole life. That's how I got into it, just riding around town, getting from place to place, and thinking, how far can I take this? How far can I go? I'm an avid camper, love to camp and travel, and so just combining those things brought me to bike touring, and I love this community. It's so great and so supportive. So yeah, let's get into what we're talking about today. Bike touring is just such an amazing community for me. I'm mainly do it by road, but outfitting my mountain bike to be able to do some bike packing, get on some gravel trails, and I'm in the perfect place. I'm in Vancouver, BC. This is a mecca for cycling of any kind, but at the same time, it could be better. Bike lanes in cities and urban areas are dodgy. On the highway, you're generally on the margin, holding your own against trucks, transport vehicles, cars, angry drivers. And this is something that together we can fight, and we can make better wherever we're from. This community is amazing. Just wanted to point out it's growing, and there's no doubt that it's really supportive. Look at Warmshowers, such an amazing site. It's somewhere where we connected with a lot of bike tourists who are hosting on our trip, and had all sorts of amazing experiences, so memorable, local inside knowledge, just a really great resource while on tour. And now back at home, have hosted a bunch of people. I've had great conversations, and going forward, I'm hoping to bring some of those here. So I'm stoked to share those in the future. And if you look at the stats, it's not just me. Warmshowers is taking off. Back in 2015, it was at about 25,000 members. That's gone up to 75,000 through 2016. Now we're at 90,000 with Warmshowers. I mean, there's just tons of people using this amazing resource, and that's our community. That's these amazing people. And there are no negative reviews on Warmshowers. Why? Because we're always bigging each other up. So let's keep doing that while we're on tour and at home. Bike touring, when you're doing it might seem like a solo mission, just out there enjoying it for yourself, doing it as you want, getting off the grid, or spending time in a new city or new country you haven't explored before. It's just an amazing way to travel. And when you're doing that, it's easy to make it about what you want to do, but at the same time, you're interacting with all sorts of other tourers, locals, people that live in the area, and so that's building that community and contributing to the overall experience that everybody's having while on tour. And little by little, governments, municipal governments, provincial, state governments, and countries are warming up to the idea of bike touring becoming a main mode of transportation. My vision, my wish, my dream is for a world where this is not some strange activity. When you talk to you tell your mom or your aunt that you're going on tour, that they don't give you this weird look like, what? Tour? You're going on tour? What? by bicycle on the highway. Don't you realize how dangerous that is? I mean, that is such a typical reaction. People that haven't done it, they think it's not safe. And to a large degree, they're right. It is very dangerous to be on some of these roads with cars whizzing by. Not as dangerous as they think, and most of us survive and have many colorful stories when we get home. But it's not something that is accepted by the broader portion of society. I want to bring those people in and make them realize this is an important activity, and moving forward, we need more and more people to be on board and to join in, to do it, and to join this community and be part of it. It can only help. So we need governments to step up and be part of it that way. But yeah, that brings me to the something that's been happening in my city and my country, actually. Many Canadians and probably people overseas have seen ads for the Trans-Canada Trail. It's an incredible idea. It is an enormous multi-thousand kilometer trail that cuts through the entire country, hits every province and 2 territories. So in Canada, we have Northwest Territories and the Yukon. It goes all the way up there. And it's been built, allegedly finished. Now, many of you would have seen ads advertising it and highlighting it as Canada's 150th anniversary since the founding of our country. And what a great achievement. So where are we at with that? What are people's experiences on this trail? Well, that's a very important question. I know that in my city, you can take the trail. Some areas that you're on a city street. Some areas you're on a proper trail that's fairly urban, so heavily trafficked, a lot of pedestrians and other users of that trail. But it looks all right. The signage is okay. But what is this trail looking like across the country? And has anyone actually taken it from Vancouver to Halifax and beyond, connected to PEI, been up to the Yukon? I was curious to find out. So, and doing a little bit of digging around and seeing this pop up in, I believe it was Reddit. This really kind of shed light to our great claim that this incredible trail was finished. It's by someone named Edmund A. Onger, and I'll just read you this quote here. Alberta Views, so that's sort of a Alberta activist-y blog paper online. Shattered Dreams. Here's the quote from Edmund. The trail ended after only 4 kilometers. The rest had yet to be built. We dragged our bikes through the brush to the nearest roadway. And this is halfway through his trip. I believe that's in Alberta. What a tragic scene if if you hop on a trail and 4K in, whatever the trail, you got to bushwhack your way out to a road. I mean, that's just crazy to imagine that people are subject to this after being told allegedly that this trail exists and has been completed for Canada's 150th. This news made national headlines. So from the CBC about the Trans-Canada Trail, it's dangerous to call the Trans-Canada Trail complete, says cyclist. Again, reporting on Edmund's article. And I shared this a couple weeks ago on my Facebook group. I'd rather be bike touring. And we had lots of comments, lots of people reacting to that. Just expressing how tragedy and what a missed opportunity the Trans-Canada Trail is and how amazing it could be if it was complete. I mean, that's what we've been faced with, is this incredible vision of what could be, and doing what they're putting together. I mean, clearly there's been some severe limitations, probably to do with funding, if I had to guess. So John Hayward on I'd Rather Be says, it's anything but complete. At one point in Northern Ontario, we had to use rope to lower our panniers and bikes. We were using mountain bikes with 2-inch tires and gave up. Most of the trails seem to be local ATV travel routes. It's not safe to be promoting the trail as bicycle worthy, not the sections we tried. So, there you have it. Someone chiming in about their own experiences on this trail. And here we have Ryan Capo. They still have the rest of the year, but it does seem like it is more of a good plan to encourage people to work towards the goal of having a trail across Canada. Of course, we have to. I agree with you, Ryan. We definitely have to work together on this. And they have got another 6-8 months to finish it. But by the looks of it, it's going to be a little longer than that. So if you do want to get involved, there is a way to be part of it. It's called tctrail.ca. tctrail.ca. You can donate to their cause, and apparently they're 86% of the way there. So this is how the trail is going to be completed. I'm assuming that other levels of government have not provided sufficient funding. And that's not uncommon. I know here in BC, the local bicycling advocacy group is saying that we are about $2 billion short of having our ideal cycling network through the province. So BC, Vancouver, Victoria, and that's a fair amount of money. But government has that money. That isn't something that they couldn't spend. Our provincial budgets in the tens of billions. So $2 billion over a certain amount of years. This is something we could achieve, but it's people that have to make that happen. There are powerful lobbies for cars and paving. We need people power to get these governments on our side. So how do we do that? I'm assuming most people here are familiar with their local bike advocacy group. It's really important. If you're not, simple Google search away. Just type in cycling advocacy group, and hopefully something will pop up. I don't know of a registry or a big master list, but that would be very, very useful. But I'm hoping to make my own because I'm active in mine here in Vancouver. It's called Hub. And Hub is a nonprofit. They run all sorts of events. Last night there was a movie screening of E.T. I guess E.T. goes home on a bicycle. So that was appropriate. But it was a great event. And I love that our community has these things going on, that we can be part of this. The other advocacy group in BC is called the BCCC, the Cycling Coalition. Another great group organizing more investment from government into infrastructure. Hub as well, by the way, has committees, and each committee, different committees represent specific cities, and those are made up of volunteers, and those volunteers do things like go out and ride the local routes, put them together, and test ride them basically, and comment on them, and note where improvements could be made. Big thank you to those groups. Big thank you to your local group, especially if it's somewhere where I've ridden through or where others cycling bike tours are coming through. So that's awesome. Thank you to those people. Now, if you have a local group, I'm asking people to step up and share with me, because I want to shed light on that and big up those groups through the work that I'm doing. If you're part of your local cycling group and want to share that, want to want to big up those groups, please follow this link, tasisbikes.lpages.co/advocacy-groups. So that's tasisbikes.lpages.co/advocacy-groups. You can go there and share with me your local group. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you, hear your comments. And yeah, so that's a wrap. This has been the inaugural vlog for Tasis Bikes, and hope to see you all next time.